Hello, Vibe Tribe. Happy Aloha Friday. Welcome back to the Daily Vibe. Just as I mentioned it's Friday. I thought I'd get into the spirit today by wearing a flower over my right ear. So, yeah, I especially like this flower because it's one of the last ones my mom bought me. But also, I'd like to point out a few things. Not that anyone would really notice, but I have decided to go sans makeup today. And part of that is because I really want people... I always try to make Fridays kind of something to think about subject. Because, we're going into the weekend. We have a couple days ahead of us where I don't do the Daily Vibe. And I want people to start seeing themselves. Because, it's not this that brings something to the table. It's what's in here. And a lot of times I think we forget what's in here. Good morning, baby sibling. And, I do. I think a lot of times we forget what's in here. So I've decided to not do makeup today. And part of that is also because I just didn't feel like putting any on. And I think that's another thing. It brings me back to a conversation I had when I was still working in an office. And one of my millennials and I were talking about how sometimes when you go to work, you just don't want to put... it's not that you're not putting effort into it. It's just I don't think a lot of people who don't wear makeup understand how much actually goes into it. And I don't even use that much. My regimen does not take me very long. But we were talking about how sometimes it's just mascara and a lipstick and you're out the door. But today, again, I wanted to do nothing. Because, again, I'm not feeling it today, not the makeup, I'm just not feeling it today. And, but it reminded me to, that sometimes, when we're not feeling at our best, sometimes we have to reach in and remind ourselves what's important, what makes us happy. And that's why the other reason I was thinking about that, of the no makeup. Again, I want people to see what's on the inside, not just what the world sees, but, what you want them to see. Sometimes this might get you through the door or to a table, but it's what comes from here, your heart, wherever my heart is. It's what comes from in here, inside of you, from your soul, that keeps people, in that circle of yours. So, that being said, remember to look within. Remember to not just see what's on the outside, but to really value what you have to offer from the inside. Okay? That's a big life lesson right there. That's positivity. That is not just body positivity and mental positivity. That is just really kind of the foundation and basis of self-love and self-worth and self-respect. Especially self-worth. So, today, celebration. Glug, 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 glug. I like how it says glug, 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 glug on there. Yeah, I could use some of that glug, glug, glug. Just kidding. No, I'm not. Celebration. When I come across people in happy, healthy relationships, I give jealousy the finger and celebrate their joy. When I do so, I'm rooting for the good guys, which means that I'm a good guy, and that means all of us win. Who wants to celebrate? I really kind of want to say F you to this card, because I just literally was talking yesterday about how I'm coming out of this fog, how I'm doing better, how I'm doing great. Sorry, the gardener's here. And he's early. Telling you, this guy, props. But that's what kind of put me in a blue mood yesterday is, talking about being single and going into the holidays and, and knowing that there's people around you who, are struggling the same. I am telling you, the cards fell out today. So this is not the one that was on the top. But I always firmly believe that if you listen to your instincts, or, if you're very metaphysically minded, or even if you're not metaphysically minded, you do not have to be metaphysically minded to trust in your angels, your spirit guides, whatever it is that you choose to zero in on. But, I listen, and I've gotten a lot better at listening. And because I've gotten a lot better at listening, I thought, well, you know what? We'll just go whichever one is on top now. And it's this one. And it's this one reminding me that, what you put out to the universe is exactly what you are going to get back. What you put out into the energy, anything you put energy towards, No matter what your belief system is, you are going to get back. And the harsher the energy or the greater the energy, the more it's going to come back to you like that. And if you want the good energy to come back to you, you're going to have to fight through it and put the good energy out there. Now, I'll be honest, I really wanted to make this a short video. I wanted to get through it so I could just go back to bed. But after seeing this, and after reminding myself that I don't need to see anything on the outside of me, but to remind myself to focus on the inside, I'm kind of feeling a little perky about today. You know, I'm feeling a little bit better about today. I'm probably not going to do the things I planned on doing. I really wanted to bake and, you know, start practicing making a special cake for my dad. I don't think he watches this, so if you watch this, don't tell him. His birthday's in a few weeks. But it's going to be my first big deal of a cake, so shh. So anyways, I do want to get out though. I do want to go outside, maybe take a drive. But I want to get out now. I want to go explore, and it's definitely a change from how I woke up this morning. I was feeling blue. I was kind of having a pity party, and I realized that, you know what? Happiness comes to you when you put that out, you know? And I've been putting all the wrong vibes out. I've been putting all the wrong juju out. I've been putting all the wrong thoughts and feelings and whatever out there. And sometimes you got to reel it in. And I think it's time. You know, the holidays for the last 6 years have been an ultimate struggle for me. I love Thanksgiving with my family, but even that has been an ultimate struggle for me. In the last couple of years, because of some family stuff, it's not been easier. But I know this year I'm excited because baby sibling's gonna spend Thanksgiving with me, you know, no matter what we end up doing. If we end up going to our aunt and uncle's house in San Diego or whatever plans we have. And since she's watching this, there is a national park in Southern California called the Channel Islands. So, you know, we're gonna go visit that and get some stamps in our passport book, because that'll be super fun. But celebrate, you know, don't worry about what other people are doing. Don't worry about, you know, the engagement ring commercials. Don't worry about the seeing the families together with, you know, moms and dads and kids and stuff. Because you know what? There are people just like us in all different situations. And like I mentioned yesterday, what you might see may not be what's happening behind closed doors, you know? So just appreciate what's in front of you. Appreciate what is in your circle right now. Appreciate, you know, the people that will be eventually coming into your circle. Maybe it's a relationship or a new friendship or, you know, a new family member via somebody else. Or, you know, maybe it's a new pet or, you know, it may not even be anything like people-wise. It could be a new experience, you know? I mean, I just mentioned the Channel Islands and going there to get a stamp in our passport book. I've never been there. I've come close, and I've tried to convince other people to go, but we've never gotten there. And now I realize why. Because now I get to experience this with not only baby sibling, but my 2 nephews. And, you know, these 2 are kind of getting to that age where it feels like not everything excites them. I mean, like, they kind of like, yeah, I'm too cool. The older one is like, I'm cool. But, you know, but then when something excites them, it's like all of a sudden they're 4 again, you know, and it's like, oh my God. And it's mind-blowing. And, you know, it's fun to watch because it reminds you to not lose the child inside of you, to celebrate. You know, it doesn't have to be with alcohol. It could be, you know, sparkling wine. It could be with a glass of milk. Just toast life. Life is too short to not live it. And I know that my mom, Sissy, even my friend that passed away, and even my cousin that passed away, you know, they would want us to live. And it's hard going on without them. Because, you know, a lot of times it seems like we lose the super fun people, you know, but my dad is fun. My dad is hilarious, and he's a hoot to hang out with. My parents used to be known as the party auntie and uncle. You know, I'm the old lady in the family, I think. I don't know. I'm getting better at it, but but they never missed a chance to celebrate. you know, and I really think that that's the point of this card, is to toast life. Life is always going to throw you a curveball, and it's just a matter of whether you choose to continually strike out, or if you choose to learn how to hit the curveballs. And it's not always easy learning how to hit the curveballs, but you know what, if you keep practicing, if you keep putting that, you know, 1 foot forward, you know, then the other, then the other, then the other, you're going to make it. And you know, a lot of times that's the same with trying to climb out of the well when, you know, you've spiraled or had an event, or, you know, sometimes you just have to make your own ladder and learn to climb out. You know, it's kind of like okay, I'm gonna go into my geek mode now. Okay, it's like the Dark Knight Rises. Okay, okay, this is hilarious. Bruce Wayne. So Bruce Wayne is. Did you see that? My light just blinked. So I think someone's telling me yeah. But he's in this deep, like, dungeon prison, right? And he keeps trying to get out, but he keeps trying to get out with a rope tied around him. And finally somebody tells him, you know what? You're never going to get out, because the one thing that drives the one person that did get out was fear. The fear of missing and falling and possibly either being severely maimed or dead. But he made it, you know? And I'm sorry, that movie's 8 years old, so if you haven't seen it and that's a spoiler alert, not my fault, okay? And by the way, it's the third movie in the trilogy, so you got to watch the first two to get it. But that's the point. Sometimes you have to face your fear to be able to hit that block so you can climb out. And sometimes that's the hardest thing, because fear is generally the pain you're feeling about something. It's something that you have not been able to accomplish or succeed at before, and you've fallen on your face, and you don't want to fall on your face again. You don't want to fall that, you know, 50 to 100 feet, you know, and be maimed or you know, dead. You know, well, I don't mean literally dead, just figuratively, you know, to the point where it's like, I don't want to do that again. But sometimes you got to push through. And I think that's kind of where a lot of my stuff has been coming from. It's a lot of fear. And, you know, and what are we afraid of? You know, it's like the wizard in The Wizard of Oz. You know, he hid behind this curtain and all these gadgets and machines and everything because he wanted to be great and powerful. And turns out he was just a guy. He was just a guy orchestrating all these things. And he wasn't really a bad guy, but I think he felt like maybe he needed to be more. And that was kind of like Dorothy. Dorothy wanted more, and Dorothy got an adventure, and when she went back, when she pushed through the fear of the witches, the forest, the flying monkeys, you know, I mean, flying monkeys look kind of cool, but those things were freaky, all right? Not because they fly, but they were just scary. And she pushed through that fear, you know, and she helped 4 friends do it with her, you know. I mean, the bravest one there was the dog, okay? I mean, and so there you go. I mean, the dog was the guide. It was the proverbial angel or spirit guide or whatever deity that, you know, you offer your beliefs to. Toto was that person. He never gave up. And he showed them how to not give up. So, you know what? And she found her way home. And not only did she find her way home, you know, she realized what she had in her home. So, you know, sometimes that's all it is. It's about pushing through your fear, reminding yourself of the circle that you stand in, and, you know, allowing the good experiences to bring new people in, to bring new experiences in. And it's not always easy to remember these things. So, you know, maybe make a chart, or maybe make a, I don't know. I swear this gardener is getting closer to my window. Holy cow. He must, what, did somebody tell him when I start? But anyways, I'm sorry, side note. But, seriously. I'm so sorry. It's so distracting. But you know what? Again, instead of being upset that he's by my window, you know what I keep thinking? I keep thinking, oh my God, he makes this place look amazing. And he really does. You know, the fresh grass and the smell when you go outside, and, You know, how everything has that pretty like lawnmower, you know, look to it. It's just amazing. So I'm choosing to appreciate him instead of being upset that I have to pretty much yell in this video. But and see, he's going away, so maybe that was the point. Someone's trying to tell me, just live in your moment. It's not always easy to live in the moment, but live in the moment, and remember, you have to go through it to grow through it. Okay? You have to go through it to grow through it. So again, here's the celebration card. I'm going to read it one last time to remind everybody. And remember, look inside here, okay? Find yourself inside and allow yourself to grow. Allow yourself to learn new things, have new experiences, and enjoy life. You know, let's honor those we've lost with living these lives. And that doesn't mean you're not going to grieve, and that does not mean you're not going to be sad about it, because it does get hard. It does hurt. But I think what it means is that instead of living in that emotion forever, that, you know, when we feel that pain coming on, you know, go through it so you can grow through it. But grow, you know, find your way in. So one last time, celebration. When I come across people in happy, healthy relationships, I give jealousy the finger. You know what? I feel like this might be from Brian, Marie's husband, because that was his favorite thing. But I give jealousy the finger and celebrate their joy. When I do so, I'm rooting for the good guys, which means that I'm a good guy, and that means all of us win. Who wants to celebrate? I'm giving kudos to Brian on that one, because I really think that's him trying to tell us, just, you know what, live life, enjoy it. He's got our backs. And see, Marie's validating that right now. She says, that was my first thought when you first read it. So, you know what? Give sadness the middle finger. Give jealousy and envy the middle finger. I know yesterday that was a big thing that I talked about, and how it's hard to see other people. But you know what? I'm going to celebrate those other people, because I don't know what they've been through in their life. And that may be what they needed. You know, that may be where their joy and their happiness comes from. I will tell you, even when I'm not vibing well, these videos bring me joy. These videos make me super duper happy. And I think they make me super duper happy because I know they're reaching people. I know I'm helping people. And in a way, I'm also learning along with you. So, you know, it's like school 5 days a week, you know, for a couple minutes a day. So anyways, so much for this being a short one, right? It's been almost 20 minutes, I think. But I appreciate every single one of you. I hope every single one of you have a wonderful Aloha Friday. And I hope you have a great, great, wonderful, wonderful, superb, awesome, amazing weekend. And if you struggle through it, just sit down with a piece of paper on your phone, whatever. No, with a piece of paper. Because sometimes writing, excuse me, my nose is itchy. Sometimes writing is better than just typing something in, because it really kind of sticks. But write down things that, you know, you're grateful for. And you don't have to say, I'm grateful for, blah, blah, blah. You know, maybe put thank you at the top so you remind yourself to be grateful. But just, you know, names of people you care about, places you've been, places you want to go to, you know, things that when you think about it, it makes you happy. So I'm going to think about rain and cooler weather and hope that it happens, because I just got a fab new pair of boots. I'm dying to wear them. But it's going to be like 94 today. That's right, 94 degrees Fahrenheit. With heavy, gusty, hot winds. Welcome to Southern California. In fall. So anyways, go out there and knock today out of the park. Learn to hit those curveballs. And you know what? We'll all go to batting practice together. I'll learn to hit them with you. I guess that's it. Have a great weekend. And I will talk to everybody on Monday.